Coming up, the Jags and Colts face off for the first time this season. They split the series each of the last 3 years, with Jacksonville's lone win in 2020 coming against Indy. It's Week 10, and it's next on EA Sports.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And for many people, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the presumptive #1 overall pick for 2, if not 3 years now. But Trevor Lawrence has handled it well. The Jacksonville Jaguars excited to have him in town, to say the least, because they've started guys like Gardner Minshew, Jake Luton, Mike Glennon just in the last season. But let's face it, they now have their franchise quarterback.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 21 carries, 93 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Khari Willis there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time, and the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis.
And Carson Wentz made the move from Philadelphia to Indianapolis back in mid-February, and although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich, and gets to play by one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Going up top. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now Wentz on third down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, a run with Etienne. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 6 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
On second down, it's Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. To try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. To return, here's Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
So for Trevor Lawrence, Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The rookie from Michigan, Quiddy paying first-year dividends with a takedown there.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Working from the gun, Wentz, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Lawrence's throw there complete to Myers.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Lawrence. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out.
Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Flushed out right.
And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wentz now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Rookie Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense ready to take over. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Grover Stewart able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And shedding through the tackle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wentz going to try and run again.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Wentz to Doyle there, first down, Colts.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Doyle. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From midfield, here's Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Wentz.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wentz again. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts! Zach Pascal, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
An extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. 21 yards there on third down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
61, matchbox play. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 38.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Get it!
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Wentz going to run with it.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Quiddy Pay
able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Taylor. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
136 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Buying time. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And now off to the races. Down the right side. The 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. Get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down now, it's Taylor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second down, it's Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Taylor.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Let's go.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing out